From Upper Michigan Source, this is your Friday Night Fever on Demand for November 8th. I'm Mike Ludlum.
And I'm Alex Klein.
The 16th ranked NMU hockey team is back at the Barrie Event Center this weekend, leading the WCHA, but playing a non-conference weekend.
Number 16 is tied for their highest ranking under head coach Grant Patolny, and they want to keep up their winning ways against St. Cloud State, a team they lost to both times last season. We'll pick this one up in the second period. NMU on the power play, but Wildcats give it away. Jack Akan drops it to Nick Poling, and he risks it. That looks like it went in and out, but the refs say play on. So the Huskies, they regroup. Luke Jaycox wraps around, and he's going to put it low and far post. That is definitely a goal, but the play is reviewed, and they count the first one. So St. Cloud State is up 1-0. About a minute later, NMU with an opportunity. Griffin Logren in all alone, but a huge save by David Rennick, and it's still 1-0. Now almost halfway through the period now, Jake Wallen below the goal tries to stuff, and it comes back out to Will Hammer on the doorstep. St. Cloud with the 2-0 lead at 8:32. Less than 9 minutes left in the second, and a big collision shatters the glass near the Huskies bench. The players would have to go to the locker room while it was fixed and a new piece of glass put in so that play could resume. Now we're back underway. A little less than a minute left in the period. Off the face-off, that is Jack Poling with the good hustle and the backhand past goaltender John Hawthorne to make it 3-0. But NMU would make a comeback in the third, scoring 3 unanswered goals. Vincent DeMay with the first and Andre Gantos with the other 2 for the 3-3 tie.
Meanwhile, up at Michigan Tech, the Huskies entertaining Minnesota State. First period, TJ Polglaze with a chance, but he is denied by Dryden McKay. To the second period, and an even strength goal by Reggie Lutz, his 4th of the year, 1-0 Mavericks. Brian Hallinan with a shot, but no, that would be denied as well. Now Terrell Buckley is going to get a 5-minute elbowing penalty there, and the Mavericks would capitalize Julian Napravnik with his 3rd of the year, and Robbie Baydoun would make a save. Now Tech changed goalies in the third period. Jared Spooner scored, and Minnesota State blanks the Huskies 3-0. On the scoreboard, Bemidji State scored the first 7, so that means Lake Superior State had an oh-by-the-way goal if there was ever one. 7-1 Beavers. Western Michigan doubles up Ferris State 4-2. Extra time needed, and Alaska Anchorage is on the board with a victory, defeating Alabama Huntsville 5-4. And the Finlandia men, a rough night with the Aurora Spartans. Spartans took that one 7-0.
And it was history at the Superior Durham. NMU women's soccer hosting its first ever opponent inside for Senior Day. The Wildcats honoring 6 players against Michigan Tech, and the winner moving on to the postseason. And one of the seniors got things started early. That is Jamie Montgomery with the penalty kick, and that is past Gracie Van Langdeveld, her team leading 5th goal of the season. NMU up 1-0 in the 8th minute. Second half now, still 1-0. Wildcats corner kick. That is Caroline Hallinan taking it. A great ball, and Galen Hirabayashi gets her head on it. She may be a defender, but that is her 3rd goal via the head this season. NMU leads 2-0 in the 60th minute, but Michigan Tech not out of it yet. Maisie Snyder, she's going to play this nice through ball, and Jessie Jacobuzzi, she runs onto it and calmly puts it in with the left foot. Huskies trail 2-1 in the 66th minute. Tech would get a few more opportunities, but to no avail. NMU moving on to the GLIAC tournament with the 2-1 win.
I think, it's always a hard-fought battle against, especially an opponent like Tech. And for us to have gotten our first W this is our first game ever in the Dome. It's pretty special. So I'm really proud of the group. We fought through, and as you saw in the game, Tech certainly did not give up, and they're always a really great side. So proud of the group.
No senior wants to go off with a loss, and the fact that last year we didn't make the postseason, we ended up 10th. That was a huge heartbreaker, and we're trying to turn the program around. Jamie and I, the other captain, we actually came from Maryland, the same community college where our coach actually came from as well. So I think it's really special that I can be with my fellow captain from my old team and come out here and get the dub and help the team move forward. It's super exciting. We have one more game, hopefully another one after that, and we're just going to keep working as hard as we can.
NMU will now travel to Grand Valley State for the first round of the GLIAC tournament. That is Sunday at 1 p.m.
That's a quick turnaround for the NMU soccer team, a game here Friday and then down at Grand Valley State. Well, let's turn to GLIAC volleyball, a very competitive match at the SDC gym between the 20th ranked Michigan Tech Huskies and number 19 Ferris State. And this game lived up to its billing. And we will pick it up in the first set as the Bulldogs deny a Tech kill attempt. And then Tech does the same thing, and ball trickle, and down, and Tech with the point there by Macaulay Peterson. Ferris State is going to not be able to handle that one. That is also done by Peterson. But the Bulldogs were in pretty good command in the first set, and Allison Kappel will put it down eventually. And the Bulldogs went on to win the first set 25-16. The match went all 5 sets. Ferris State took it 3-2, 15-8 in the 5th. Turning to Vanderbilt Arena, the NMU Wildcats hosting the Northwood Timberwolves. Going in the first set, the T-Wolves would get the first point as Carson Rutherford puts that one down cross court. But NMU would answer right back as Sarah Keene gets the kill from Lauren Van Remordo, tied at 1. Then Calumet's Haley Wickstrom will just tap one over the block, very nicely done. And that made it 6-2. Lizzie Stark is going to put one away right there. Nope, that's Keene again, excuse me. Fans ready for set point, and Keene would take care of that set point. NMU went on to take the match 3-0. Keene had 12 kills to lead the Wildcats. On the scoreboard, in basketball, Drury defeated Lake Superior State 89-71. Malone downed the Laker women 67-47 despite 26 points and 7 rebounds from Lexi Cohn. Community college basketball, go give it Community College plenty of trouble with the St. Cloud Tech men. Cyclones win at 97-60, but the Lady Samsons took the women's game 75-69. Samaya Buchanan had 16 for the Lady Samsons. Let's go out to the Western UP where we had some high school volleyball district finals in Division 4.
And that is between Ewan Creek and the Cardinals of Wakefield Marinesco. We'll pick it up in the last set. Cardinals out in front, and Enola Miskovich sets it for Kayla Londo, and that is a tip over and a point for the Cardinals. It's 20-17. Next point, Miskovich. She serves up this ace, and it's 21-17 for Wakefield. Now down to match point. The Panthers' Elise Bezinen. She keeps it alive. Ava Junti sends it back over. Kayla Londo bumps. Miskovich sets, and Chloe Bachand with the spike and match point. Wakefield Marinesco wins this one in straight sets, 3-0, and they will go on to play Jeffers.
Because on the scoreboard, Jeffers defeated Chassell 3-1. Jeffers and Wakefield Marinesco will meet in the second match of the regional semifinal at Westwood High School Tuesday around 7:30 after the first match is played between Mid-Peninsula and Kearney NATO. Moving to Division 2, Escanaba took care of Menominee 3-0. Kingsley did the same to Sheboygan 3-0. And the Kingsley-Escanaba match right now is slated for Manistee on Tuesday night. Only one UP high school football team was in action Friday, 8-player regional final in Division 2 between Cedarville and Hillman, and that is Cedarville quarterback Trey Paucan finding Thomas Bond for the touchdown, but the Trojans trail 36-26 in the fourth quarter. Trojans later get going again, but then it's Gunnar Mellingen who will just keep right on running. He had 4 touchdowns on the night at that point. That one would be number 5, and Hillman had a 42-36 lead. Caleb Coleman gets the score here for Cedarville, and they would take a 44-42 lead, but Mellingen delivers again, and Hillman hangs on to win by the score of 48-44. Hillman will face the winner of the Pickford North Central game next weekend in the semifinal. Pickford and North Central play Saturday afternoon down in Powers. Now in Division 6, it will be Menominee traveling to Agassiz Field in Calumet to take on the Copper Kings. That one will start at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Division 7, Iron Mountain entertains Charlevoix. That will begin noon Central Time inside the Yellow Walls. And in Division 8, a revenge game for Lakeland and Hubble as the Lakes will visit Ishpeming, and that one will kick off at 1 o'clock. And college football is busy as well.
Yes, it is. Very, very busy day all across the gridiron. Saginaw Valley State is at NMU. That game at 1 p.m. tomorrow at the Superior Dome. And then Michigan Tech is at Wayne State. That game also at 1 p.m. And then Finlandia, they are hosting Albion for their final game of the regular season tomorrow at home.
And news from the golf world of all things in the middle of November. Marquette University men's golfer Hunter Eichhorn, the Kearney NATO graduate, he will compete in the 2019 Sun Bowl Marathon All-America Golf Classic just before Thanksgiving down in El Paso, Texas. Eichhorn is one of 37 golfers who will be competing for the Lee Trevino Trophy at the Par 71, almost 6,900-yard El Paso Country Club course.